This video will pick up from where I left off in the live stream. In the live stream, I told you guys about just using cans. You can decoupage the can with wrapping paper or any type of paper to cover it. And I told you how to do that. You can use, this was a simple can that I got, and I just put some artificial flowers in it. You can paint the can, put some ribbon, use it to hold things. I told you in the video about using some styrofoam. Again, I'm not sure if you could use it with fresh flowers, but for artificial flowers or paper flowers, it works, and it's a quick and easy way to make a little floral display, which I'm not doing right now, but you get the point. I told you about using boxes to make storage space. This contains a lot of the handmade jewelry that I'm going to show you soon. I'll show you how to fold paper to make just decorative things, how you can make this sort of faux chalkboard out of just black poster board. I showed you guys how you can make things out of just tissue paper, and this is just duct tape with a styrofoam and cardboard backing against a little wall piece out of tissue paper. How you can just take tissue boxes and put tassels on it, use it for your scrap paper. How you can make a little cabinet out of just, you can see this is simply a box, corks, and inside I put some, let me show you, some drawers. And this is a spice jar lid, so I'll do that in another video. And how you can take your little food containers and just fill it up with things that so you can see inside and you'll know where everything is. I'm going to show you how, I told you in the video how you can just go on an app and make a sketch through an app, so you don't even have to draw. There's no reason to draw. So I'm going to continue to go on camera on a regular basis so that you guys can see the progress with the gang stalking, and I did a video yesterday, and you'll be able to hear them in the background. You'll be able to see, I just quickly put this on my head because I didn't really do anything to get ready for this video, but I'm going to stay on camera so you can see the effect of whatever they're doing to me. There's so much I have to talk about, but I want to get to some of the jewelry pieces, the handmade jewelry pieces. Like this, I saw a YouTube video and the woman showed us how to do it. It was so simple to make a tassel, and I happened to have this piece from a different piece of jewelry that didn't work out, so I put it on this, and it just makes a cool tassel. And you know, these are things that anyone can do. So I'm going to tell you, I got a really good tip from somebody on YouTube. You know, when you watch their YouTube videos, you get so many great tips. They said, take the tabs from your jeans and you just interlock them like this. This is short, but you know what I mean. And you just take the tabs and you connect them, and you can make a whole chain out of it. So not only could you use the tabs as a chain, but you could also use this as a bail. So if I, for example, didn't have this, I could have used it as a bail to hang a chain from. So that was a really good tip. Another really good tip is to roll the pieces of jean denim, and you can use it to make stations on a necklace. So you put it together like this, and I showed you that in the previous video. If you get a chance, please check out the video that I made that's handmade jewelry. They've been cutting me off my channel, so some of the pieces that I'm making will be mixed in some of the videos. So you can just kind of make these, and it's similar to what you would do with a paper bead. So you're rolling the denim and using it as a bead station. So let me see if I have, okay, here's a piece of a hem. This isn't the belt loop, but this is a piece of the hem. And let's see if I can put it through. So like you have your belt loop, and then you have your piece of the hem, and you put it together. I like the look of different colors, and then you just either, I like to sew it, but if you don't want to sew, you can use some sort of fabric glue and put it together. But you can just make a whole chain of this, and it's so pretty, and it's such a good idea. And again, I loved watching before, especially I love watching YouTube videos so that I can get some more of these great ideas and then kind of create something and do my own spin on it. So I will definitely tell you you could just search, you know, denim crafts. Ooh, let me put this through again. And I told you folks in a previous video, I don't like to edit the videos. I like it just to be as though you're here with me and we're just talking. And, you know, it's bad that this situation caused this, but the good thing that came out of it is the idea that people can just create videos and tell the world what's going on in their lives. And it's better, you know, because I have these stalkers who are claiming to know me better. Like, they'll say things like they know everything about me. They don't. I think by the end of my 400 almost videos, you'll know more about me than they ever did. Because that's like most narcissists. Stalkers are narcissistic. They're the types of people who project themselves and what they feel and think onto you. And they want you to be an extension of who they are and their identities, as opposed to taking time to really listen to me and get to know me. They just like, I know everything about you. You don't. If they just took a few moments, then they would know more about me. But that's the whole thing. And one of the stalkers who thinks she knows everything keeps yelling out the wrong information and making a fool of herself. But again, I think that's part of how I have to expose this group. These are people who I realize now are into the wrong things. And they said, ultimately, I'll probably do what most of the people who are targeted, they call themselves targeted individuals, do, which is run. But I don't plan on running because I have nothing to run from. And I think that was their plan. Their plan was that I would have something to run from. I have nothing to run from. When I was doing my eBay business, I got these labels, shipping labels. And because I stopped because of this, I decided to use the shipping labels instead to make art and to kind of give you guys some ideas. If you like to draw, you don't have to even draw. You can use a stencil and color it in, and you can use this for tags. So when it comes time to give packages, you can either peel it off and put it on the package and just write to and from, or you can just leave it like this and let someone put it on packages for something else. So this is such a great way of taking something, you know, that you would normally have, and maybe you don't. This came in a pack of 100, and because I wasn't shipping anything, I just started drawing on it and just kind of came up with different pieces of art that I can then use on different things. Maybe I could even put it on a box and decorate a box with it. So you don't even need, you know, wrapping paper. You can just kind of do your own thing and just let your kids do it. And it's a great way of using as a gift tag or as art. The other thing is you can take wine labels and you can do it with that. So there are so many ways that you can just take what you already have. Normally you would throw it away and just make something out of it. So I wanted to say you could use these labels for gift tags. You can use it to write recipes. That's a good way. You take a jar and you just take, you know, write a recipe on it, and then you just peel this off and wrap it on the jar, so you make your own homemade label. Okay, so and then I told you guys about, you can make a sketch. You don't have to draw it. You can go to an app. Make sure it's a safe app that won't hack your phone. And you can make a sketch, and if you put it on something like this, that would be so cool. You could just kind of, for an event, put like everyone's little picture on these things and then peel it off, and they can wear it, or they can just put it on, you know, you could put it as a place card holder. You know, you can use it to mark their place. So that would be an idea. Okay, so let me just show you some more jewelry. And I want to make sure that once I get my jewelry business back up and running, that these people aren't stalking and harassing you, my customer. I don't know how I'm going to do it yet, but I'll come up with something. Oh, this is an idea that I came up with. All I did was I took some brand new screw nuts and I put it on a chain. You know, kind of giving that same kind of look. This has the denim, but if I didn't have the denim and this was like black, or this was, what's the name, I put it together, kind of have that metal look, that sort of heavy metal look. And I kind of designed it to be like a choker. Let's see if this works. And you can kind of fill up as many nuts as you want. I call them the walnuts, so I'm laughing because I think of them. But the idea is that you take something that you would normally use for something else and you repurpose it. So I really am into the idea of recycling, reusing, and repurposing. So taking denim that I wouldn't wear this, or this would come from some other someone else's denim, and I'm just making it into something else, and I'm giving that a different look. So that's something. Here's another piece that I got from, okay, I put this together. This ring is similar to the ring that I put around this. And instead what I did was I had these pearl strands. They were really cheap. They're not actual pearl. They're just faux pearl. And I strung it on this. And again, using this kind of metal look to kind of give it a different feel. So taking something that you would normally use for one thing, this usually you hold keys, it's kind of got that chunky look, and using it with something like pearls to kind of soften it up. So that's just another idea. Again, here's another look. Taking faux pearls, putting it on a rope, and then just stringing it along. And that, I think that gives it kind of softens the look of a pearl. Here's another thing. If you have these chains, some of us have it from years ago. You used to get these chains. String a ribbon through it. Oh, this earring is a little, okay, here it is. String a ribbon through it. It takes time. You can probably have your kids do it. They may have more patience. And you just string it in, and it gives it that designer look. So you have this designer look on an inexpensive, this chain is very lightweight. And all I did was put a bow, so that, just to give you an idea how it would look. Let me see if I can take off these other pieces. And then what the best part about it is, if you know, as we get a little bit older, we don't want to fasten things. We just want to pull things over our heads, and like this is so easy. The ribbon enables you to not have to fasten it. So all you have to do is take the ribbon and you can adjust it. So instead of having to fasten everything, you just take a ribbon and you just tie it. I mean, it's so much easier than clasp and things that, I don't know if this is on the right angle, but you can see how this is a good look for an event. You don't have to spend a lot of money. You're just kind of reusing what you already have. And you can change the color of the ribbon. The ribbon could be any color. Okay. Let's see, what else is there? Oh, I got this. There's a really good eBay seller, and they sell natural stones, and for an inexpensive price. And I planned on making something out of this, but I didn't get a chance. And they even include the bail. So you can see how this would go so nicely with anything. And I didn't get a chance to make anything out of it because of this situation. But I wanted to give you guys an idea of some of the things. What I'll probably do is, since I'm not really making anything at this point except videos about ring stocking and occasionally hair videos, I'll probably end up putting up some of the pieces that I started to create. Here's another craft that anyone can do. And let me see if I can untangle this. Okay, so you can learn how to make all of these tassels. I showed you guys how to make a tassel. This one got a little flattened in the storage, but you can make all of these tassels. And I put a clasp on it so that instead of it having to go through necklaces, you can just take it from one thing to another and just make a tassel on a chain. What else? Okay, here's something else that I got. I told you in a previous video I was getting a lot of these pieces through eBay, and they come from various sellers around the world, China, India. If it comes from China and India, it takes so much longer to ship. So it's, you know, you really have to give it a lot of time to arrive. But if you can find an American seller who will also sell it, you'll pay more, but it'll come faster. And, you know, these are costume pieces, so you understand that they're not designed to last forever, but the quality is still nice. And I think you see a lot of these in other stores. So let me just give you a closer look at that. So I don't remember the price I paid, but what I would do is I would bid on them, and I would just kind of keep an eye on the item. And the quality is nice, so maybe it wasn't expensive at all. Like, I would even call it cheap. And you can see how, if you are a crafter, you can take this part off and use them separately, and you can use the necklace for something else. And if you are really good at jewelry, you can even take the jump ring off, so that if you want to and you can't get it over the jump ring, remove the jump ring and use the necklace for something else. So again, these are